So if you've seen my last video, then you know we've been on holiday on the North Yorkshire coast, and we went to Timeless Toys in Filey. Anyway, a few days later we headed up north to Scarborough and discovered a hidden gem of a shop known as the Gamepad. It had a great collection of retro games and toys from back in the day, and the owner was very friendly and clearly passionate about what he sells. The shop, however, how do I put this, had that classic lived-in vibe. You know, the kind of place where you have to dig through piles and piles of stuff to find those hidden treasures. It was a challenge to find anything because there was just stuff everywhere, and I mean everywhere. I mean, I have piles of stuff everywhere in this game room because I've not found any homes for it yet, but it made my game room look tidy. Anyway, I'll let you see for yourself. So as you saw, the shop was in quite a bit of disarray, and I really do think it's just down to having too much stock. So I noticed there was some stairs, even though you couldn't get to the stairs. So what I think he should do is just put a lot of the stock upstairs and just bring it down as and when he sells stuff, or maybe just like rotate the stock every fortnight or every month, and then maybe get some new IKEA cabinets and just give it a good tidy, and then the shop would be great. And I didn't really do a lot of digging because I didn't want to disturb anything. Like there was the if you notice those stack of Amstrad and Spectrum games, it was like playing 8-bit Jenga, because I wanted to get a game from the middle, so I had to sort of like lift up the 20 games above it and carefully pull the game out. And the last thing I wanted was a load of cassette tapes come clattering down. So I did find one game. I did come away with two things, but I'll get onto the second thing in a sec. The first game I got was just on a pile of other stuff at the bottom of the stairs. I couldn't just leave this because I love the game, and I don't actually have this particular version of the game. I think I've got it on about 4 or 5 other systems, and that is the classic Chase HQ, and this is for the Atari ST. And at first I thought this was an empty box because it's very light, but I opened it and it does have the disc instructions and the ocean bag. That was only a tenner. And Ocean have done their usual trick of putting the arcade screenshots on the back. I think the middle one is either the Amiga or the ST. It does say screenshots taken from various formats, but the two screenshots on either side are clearly the arcade, and I think the middle one, like I said, is either the Amiga or the ST. And this next game just goes to show it's always best to ask. I didn't have high hopes for him saying yes, and he didn't say yes at first because he didn't know what I was talking about. So I asked him if he had any Amstrad GX4000 games, and at first he thought I was talking about the Atari 400 series or the Atari 800 XL. But then when I showed him a photograph of the GX4000, he said, no, I've not got any of those. I don't think I've ever seen that console. And as I was having a last look round the shop, he said, is there a game on that system called Joe Blades? And I'm like, no, but there is a game on the Amstrad called Joe Blade. There's 3 of them. So then he started digging through a Detolf IKEA cabinet. He had to move a lot of stuff from the front of it to get to it, and he pulled out Switchblade on the GX4000. Now, when I went into that shop, I never dreamt of coming away with a GX4000 game, and it's complete, which was a bonus. So Switchblade, I think it was on the original Amstrad CPC, so it was just a straight conversion, I think. I'm not sure if there's any differences in the look of the game on the GX4000. I know the Batman game, they've sort of tweaked the graphics slightly, like the colours, but other than that, I don't know, because it is in mode 1, which is the 4-colour graphics mode, so it kind of looks like a Spectrum port. I only played it for a little bit. I hadn't got a clue what I was doing or where I was going. But yeah, I just need to read the manual and see what the crack is. So, like I said, it always pays to ask because you never know if they have what you're looking for. Anyway, that is what I got from the gamepad, and like I said, if he does give it a good tidy, it would be a great game shop. And the next time I'm in Scarborough, I'll no doubt pop in and see how he's getting on. So next weekend is Play Blackpool. Well, actually, you're watching this the day before Play Blackpool, so keep an eye out for my hopefully epic Play Blackpool video coverage next week. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye.